time to head into the WSLM Sports Zone. Get ready for tonight's action with Brock and Kelsey Dawson as they bring you the live broadcast of the Salem Lady Lions basketball team. Follow along on WSLM 97.9 FM or on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Buckle in. Here we go.
Welcome to Salem, Indiana, everyone. If you were tuning in hopes of hearing Kelsey Dawson, you will potentially be disappointed. We have someone who's not quite as easy on the eyes, but he does have a beautiful head of hair. It's the Honorable Ben Reed. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you, Brock. Thanks for having me.
Your tough shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Tough shoes. They're not that big, but Ben is a resident of Pekin, Indiana, which is relevant only because the Lady Lions are taking on the Eastern Lady Musketeers of Pekin. It's also worth noting that a couple of the Pekin players, as being Sissy Burton and Baby Robbins, at one point in time attended Salem schools and now are over with Eastern, and we wish them nothing but health and happiness over there. But Sissy Burton is, I believe, the leading scorer for Eastern. They have only played one game so far this year, as opposed to Salem has already played 4 games. Salem was successful in their first contest of the year against Mitchell and has dropped the last 3. They have been competitive in a lot of the games, starting usually 4 freshmen.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, the 8th grade team last year did go like 23-1, they told me. So they do know how to play, and they're pretty scrappy and competitive. They can score. They don't turn it over quite as recklessly and constantly as the team did last year. But, of course, with 14, 15-year-old freshmen going up against juniors and seniors that compile most of the varsity team, they will probably struggle to get a bunch of wins. But great experience for the young girls, and they're going to have an opportunity to hopefully build this program back to where it was not too long ago. It's like Burton actually got 9 points in the first game for the Musketeers, and Addison Smith, the 5'7" senior, led the Musketeers with 19 in their first contest, which was a victory over the North Harrison Cougars. The Salem High School Band bringing everyone to their feet here. A pretty nice-sized crowd here at Brooks Memorial Stadium. Got a big crowd upstairs and a pretty packed downstairs crowd. There's about 3 minutes left until the national anthem. Perhaps we can hear a brief word from our sponsors before we get into the action. We'll be right back.
Whether you're getting that one-of-a-kind tasting pizza, baked spaghetti, hot sandwiches, or a variety of other Italian food and artisan pizza, Mama Rosa's has something for everyone. Open Tuesday through Thursday 4 to 9 for dining and carry-out. Friday and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mama Rosa's brings their famous pizza buffet to you on Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $12.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizzas, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their homemade potato salad, slaw, and dessert. Then come back for Friday night's home-style buffet from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday for $15, where you'll find a variety of good, home-cooked foods. Children's buffet is $7 each. Stop in and see Joanne and her family at Mama Rosa's and make some new memories or relive your childhood with that one-of-a-kind taste. Dine in or call 812-883-6296 to take the great taste of Mama Rosa's pizza home with you.
That sounds tasty. You ever eat any Mama Rosa's pizza, Uncle Ben?
Can't say that I have.
That's unfortunate, to say the least. What kind of pizza do they have down in Pekin, Indiana?
They have Casey's General Store pizza. That's about your only option in town down there.
They are famous for pizza there at Casey's General Store.
Did they possibly serve Mama Rosa's at young Harrison's birthday party?
I believe there was Mama Rosa's Pizza at Harrison College 13th birthday party here in Salem, Indiana.
And I've had a bite or two.
Okay. And what do you think?
I concur.
You recommend it?
Yeah.
Okay. One other thing, at least that I know about Pekin, they've got at least one brand new bridge.
Very nice bridge. And a nice walking path.
Oh,
it's adjacent to the bridge.
That's right.
Connecting Gordon with Pekin. How about that?
That's a beautiful invention.
And eventually connecting Pekin to Salem.
Eventually, yeah. And then all the way up, right? That's true. I mean, the possibilities. The Arctic Circle is non-complete. Yeah. Okay, looks like we are honoring the Lady Lions softball team. A regional championship. If you can't hear that, the Lady Lions softball team lost in the Final Four game to the eventual state champion. So Lady Lions softball representing and getting a nice round of applause here.
Like a couple of basketball players on that team.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel
The little girls. Driver getting acknowledgement here. You get the biggest round of applause of anybody. Somebody's got to get it. Yeah, stand back. Rodney Bruff, a common sponsor of the Lady Lions radio broadcast. Some kind of Bruff insurance agency. Big round of applause here for the Salem Lady Lions softball team who dominated Southern Indiana last year. Ooh, and they got a nice picture there of everybody. Athletic Director Hank Whedon out here celebrating with the Lions softball team.
He said, give that to me, don't break it.
Yeah, I'll take that picture. All right, so as they clear out, we're going to rise for the playing of the national anthem. And in order to honor America, we'll take our headsets off and stand up and let Lee Ann Rhymes play it for us.
Can you see by the sun's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's gleaming, whose broad strength and bright dawn through the
lineup. Starting with the Eastern Musketeers, it's going to be Avery Robbins. He scored 8 points in the season opener against North Harrison. She'll be wearing number 30 for the Musketeers. Number 20, Addison Smith. Like we mentioned, she scored 19 in the opener. Number 22, Honor. What's her first name? Katie Honor, 5'11 junior. Sydney Burton, number 12, 5'10 senior. Along with Avery Smith, number 24, to round out the starting five for Eastern. Starting for Salem. Freshman, number 1, Emily Batt. Emily Batt is leading the Lady Lions in three-point percentage, shooting a respectable 40% on the year from downtown. Melissa Redmond leads the balanced scoring attack with 12.5 points a game to go along with 6.5 rebounds. She's also a freshman. Hadley Keys, we learned, is an only child, but a very feisty defender. She's fun to watch. Uncle Ben, I'm sure you'll appreciate her effort out there. She's most likely leading the team in assists. Oh, yeah, by a wide margin. 23 assists on the year. The next closest teammate has 4. So she'll be handling the ball and making things happen. That's Hadley Keys. Alexis Moglin's the only senior on the team. She'll be providing the leadership. She's also a scrappy defender. She gets her hands on a lot of balls, causes a lot of deflections. And she's averaging a little over 4 rebounds a game. And finally, another freshman. That's the 4th freshman in the starting lineup. That is number 22, Kinsley Hollowell. She's getting 10 points a game. So it'll be Alexis Modlin, jumping center. On number 24, that's Avery Smith. The ball's up, and it is Smith. The Addison Smith. All right. So the Lady Lions are in the zone. Musketeers have the ball. Oh, they feed it into Burton. A dangerous pass. Modlin defends it. No good on the first attempt. Second one's up, and they get Modlin for a body check on the attempt. That's pretty tight looking there. So the referees are making sure things don't get out of control here at the beginning of the game. Little body under the basket. First foul of the game. 22 seconds in. Sydney Burton out the line. She hits her first free throw. Takes 4 dribbles and lines up her second. That one's short. Modlin selects the rebound. Watch out behind you. Oh, got her pocket ticketed. Avery Robbins with the steal. She passes it off to her teammate, number 20, Smith, and she gets the bucket. Keeping in a full court press here. They got the heat on. Nice long opposite pass there up the bat. So Modlin looks for Hollowell in the corner, but it's deflected out of bounds. It'll be side out. So Eastern early putting on the full court pressure against this young Lions team. Hadley is able to get it across. So it looks like the Musketeers are going to match up man-to-man. Another deflection, another steal. That was Bailey Robbins looking for Smith, and she bobbles it out of bounds. She's hustling back and providing some defense along with Modlin. She gave it up, but came back and saved it. Yeah. No harm done here. 3-0 early lead for the Musketeers. There they get it into Redmond and out to Hollowell from the corner. 3, no good. Rebound Robbins. She's taking it the other way. Poked away by Modlin and it's stolen. Bat now takes it the other way. Oh, nice hustle back on defense from the Musketeers. Shooting foul. That'll go against Burton, and Hadley Keys will head to the line. check out Andy Batt's free throw percentage. Pretty respectable. 15 of 19 on the year for about 79%. And she does get the first one to go. 6:43 to play in the first period. Second one's up and also good. She's been working on that. Oh, a nice quickly the Musketeers get the ball up the court. They get a shot off, but it's defended by Redmond, and it's out of bounds. It will remain down here with Eastern. So on the free throw, they shoot it up the sideline.
Salem packing it in the lane there.
Yeah. And they get a four shot off the bottom of the backboard, and Salem has the ball now on offense. That's that being defended by Robbins. They get it into Redmond. Nice give and go to Hollowell. Floater in the paint for two. So give and go action.
Good pass, good touch.
Yeah.
Good basketball.
Excitable Salem student section. Getting the defense can going. Open look from three. That's number 20, Smith. It's no good. Offensive rebound, put back, Sydney Burke. Keith finds Hollowell in the corner. She's being trapped. Finds Redmond underneath the Modlin. Open look. Nice shot from the short corner. Alexis Modlin. That was assist to Redmond. Lions with an early one-point advantage here. Back in the 2-3 zone. They're going to make Robbins shoot a three. He misses it off the back iron. Another offensive rebound. Aaron and Speedham from outside.
They're missing the shot, but they're getting
offensive rebound hurting the Lions so far. And there's another turnover. That also doesn't help. That's stolen up ahead to Hunter, and she gets the two to go. So 2 points for Hunter. That makes it 9-6 Eastern. Eastern back in a trapping zone defense. Bat dribbles inside. Moslin looking for Hollowell in the corner. It's deflected out of bounds. It'll be under the basket, out of bounds play coming your way from Salem. They're in a box. Yep. Amy Bat will take it out. Little screen-to-screen interaction coming. Looking. Got to throw it out to Moslin at the top of the key. Gets the ball screen. Oh, my. Addison Smith rips it from her. She's going the other way now. Moslin hustles back and gets the stop. Swinging around. There's Robbins with another three-point attempt. That one's missed, and another offensive rebound. Diving on the floor is Addison Smith with for the loose ball, and Beacon maintains possession. Lions back in the zone. Giving up another three, another miss, and another offensive rebound. This time it's 24, Avery Smith with the rebound. No good on the putback, though, and Sidney Wilson is able to corral the rebound, ending the possession. Hollowell now has it for the Lions. Into Redmond, into Sidney Wilson, who just checked into the game. Amby Bat shoots a three. Yeah. Amby Bat gets in to go. It's tied up now at 9-all. Tied it up on that one, Brock. That was a nice look. Defender's in her face, too. She's not scared. No. 40% on the season. That's right. Ooh, they enter it into Burton, and Redmond fouls her on the entry pass going over the back.
Yeah, half of that stuff this year has come from beyond the arc.
Oh, okay. So you can see why that one was good. Looks like Hadley Keith, though, is going to enter the game for Bat.
Okay.
Looks like Burton and Robbins are going to take a seat for the Musketeers with 3.5 to play in the first quarter. Let's see, that's number 40, Sarah, coming into the game along with 00 Trainer off the bus, shoots a three from the corner. It's no good. Rebound. Oh, nice. Hadley Keith gets the rebound, goes all the way to the other end and fouled on the layup attempt. He had two defenders on her, and
took it strong, got fouled.
Got a little burst of speed there.
Yeah.
Blew by them both, and then got bumped on her way up. Hadley Keith with a brilliant athletic maneuver
to earn herself a trip to the stripe.
And a nice looking form there from the free throw line.
10-9 Salem after the good free throw. Early on, she gets the second one to go down. Offensive rebound. Killing Salem.
Yeah. They get it in
Strategy working to a key. Another missed three, which is what they want, but another offensive rebound.
cannot seem to grab a rebound.
Lots of risky interior passes. Another offensive rebound.
Redmond with a rejection. There's Wilson on the rebound. So 3 or 4 shot attempts, maybe a block or two by Redmond. Oh my, Hadley Keith is driving and she is whacked. He goes down hard. It's going to be a personal foul. Number 40, Sarah. 3 fouls now on the Musketeers in the period. Modlin will take a break. Amity Bat enters the contest. Got it in. Now it's Keith in the corner. She's looking. She's on the perimeter. Nice crossover move into the paint. Oh, she's looking for Wilson. She didn't quite roll like Steve had maybe wanted her to. But anyways, the Lions are back now in the 2-3 zone. They collapse on Sarah to the paint. Another 3-point attempt. No good.
Another offensive rebound. The story of the
It's not a broken record, we promise.
It really happened.
Oh, man, another offensive rebound. They get it this time to number 22, Hunter, and she is fouled by Keith.
A lot of ball there, but you allow him to get 2-3 offensive rebounds.
Yeah. Something's got to give.
Yeah, you got to expect the worst.
On the scouting report here, it says in all caps, do not foul number 22, Hunter.
No.
She didn't make her first one. That must be why. Modlin re-enters the contest for Hollowell. We'll take a short break, I'm sure. Hunter's second one is no good. 50% on the evening. Lions up by 1, 2 minutes to play in the first period. Redmond to Keith back to the top of the key. She finds Redmond rolling. Deflected. Oh, nice. Nice entry pass there from Keith. Redmond passed it to herself, basically, and on her way to the rack, gets bumped. But she'll head to the line. That's the second foul on number 40, Barrett. Marissa Redmond, 60% on the year from the line. The first one is good.
And LeBronner in for Elijah Starrett.
That's Bronner's first minute so far of the night, right? We haven't seen her yet. I don't believe so. And it looks like Coach Drury is going to talk it over. 30-second timeout called by Eastern. See if we can get a quick word from our sponsor here.
Indiana, All Elite Wrestling is bringing you an epic night of professional wrestling as AEW Dynamite invades the Fishers Event Center Wednesday, December 3rd at 7:30 p.m. Fans can expect an action-packed evening featuring AEW's incredible roster of male and female wrestlers. Witness the athleticism, massive personalities, and exciting storylines that have made AEW a sensation. This event will be broadcast on TBS. See the best wrestlers for the best price and get your tickets now at FishersEventCenter.com. There is an 8-ticket limit per household. Groups of 10 or more receive $10 off select tickets. And keep your radios tuned to WSLM for your chance to win a pair of tickets to watch the SmackDown in person.
There you go, the SmackDown coming to a Fishers Event Center near you. It does. The action has resumed here at Brooks Memorial Gymnasium in Salem, Indiana. There's a good three. That one is Trainer, 3-point shooter. She is it's like 3 for 3 now on the year, 100%. Gonna have to keep an eye on her as the game. There's Hadley Keith with an open look. Nobody Gardner. He airballs that one though. He was open. You got to take it. Hadley Keith. She's shooting 31% from three on the year. And that one goes out of bounds. So it is 13-13. We're all square here in the first quarter. Lions back in a 2-3 zone. And that's number 20, the senior Addison Smith, bringing it up the court for Eastern. Looking in the corner. There's Trainer again from three. That one's no good. And the rebound by Monmouth. Yeah. Gets it up ahead the rest. Yeah. Wilson in the corner. That's Sydney Wilson. There's one off the bat on the top of the key. Working on Trainer. Gets an angle. And it's stolen. He drives into traffic and loses it. All the way to the rack. That's Addison Smith. Coast to coast. With a layup in traffic. Nobody really stopping the ball there for Salem in transition. Oh, man, Redmond gets knocked to the floor, but she maintains control. Oh, number one bat. She puts it up. Open look, no good. So 20 seconds left. Lions down two. Looks like they're going to hold it for one shot. They're playing, they're going to see, she said. Yep, see, whatever that means. That's the play they're going to run. 7 seconds remaining. It's into Burton. Oh, a nice high-low, but it's deflected by Wilson. Oh, all right. Burton picks up the foul after the steal by Wilson. That's the fifth foul of the period, Ben. You know what that means?
Bonus time.
Bonus time. That's free throw.
Very opportune time.
So that's going to be Sydney Wilson heading to the line. Doesn't seem like anybody knows that yet except for us. Ray Opal trying to alert the, yeah, there you go. Buzzer.
Yeah, you got there. I don't know. He did.
Hello. Free throws. All right, there they go. Need an air horn. Actually, I got one here. So Sydney Wilson heads to the line. Let's see. Has she shot her free throws yet this year? Yes. 3 attempts. She's made one. She's got an opportunity here to improve her free throw percentage. Like several dribbles, at least 6. That's up and good. So it's a 1-point game. 3 seconds left in the period. Sydney Wilson with a chance to tie it here. 7, 8 dribbles. That one's up and good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Wilson. 15 all. Deep shot looks good for number 20, Addison Smith, but it's off the backboard. And the back closes at 5. Oh, sorry about your luck. We're going to take a quick break and return momentarily for some second quarter action. Please stay tuned.
Hi, this is Becky White at the John Jones GM City dealership in Salem. Let's check in with Caleb Perkaiser for the John Jones Auto Minute.
This is Caleb Perkaiser with John Jones Auto Group. You feel that chill in the air? Fall finally here. Time to fight, bonfires, and time to make sure your car's ready for the cold. We're helping folks get road ready for cooler weather. With free multi-point inspections and scheduled maintenance, great prices on tires, batteries, and brakes, and service specials that'll keep you rolling all season long. And don't forget our fall sales event with huge savings on Chevy Silverados, Traverses, and Equinoxes. Yes, whether you're tailgating, leaf piling, or just trying to beat that first draw, John Jones GM City has the deals to keep you comfortable and confident behind the wheel. Plus, we've got locations close to home in Salem, Corden, Scottsburg, and Greenville. John Jones GM City, your hometown dealer for every season. You see so many because they paid so little.
Call today at 812-570-5307 or find them online at johnjonsautogroup.com.
Well, we've got ourselves a contest here, Uncle Ben. It's all square, just where we started. 15 points apiece. The Lions will start with the ball. Hollowell in the corner. She's open at the top of the key. She's looking inside. They're looking for Redmond in the paint, but nothing happening there. That's got it now on the top of the key. Like Eastern has switched into a zone defense. Hollowell gets a shot off in the paint, but it's off the front of the rim. Yeah, Eastern looks to suck in their zone a little bit. Yeah. There's Smith taking it to the rack. No good, but number 32, Emma Bronner, a couple inches taller than anybody on the Salem team, reaches up for the rebound and puts it right back in. Flunked it out of this guy. That's right. There they get it into Redmond, and now back out to Hollowell. Back to Keith. She drives. Finds back in the short corner. Swatted out of bounds by Smith. All right, looks like we've got, I should know this girl's name by now, Abigail Hardy entering the contest early in the second period. That's sophomore number 4, Abigail Hardy. 17-15. Lions down 2 with the ball. Back gets it over to Redmond. Redmond into the paint. You got surrounded by Musketeers, but a juicy bank shot from Redmond is good. That's a nice looking shot from Marissa Redmond. Ties it at 17. And back. Oh, what's happening? All right, 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Moving around the perimeter. Here's the there and shoot it, yeah. Oh, another deflection stolen. This time it's Hollowell. It was deflected by Bat. Now Bat has the ball. All right. 2 points for Bat. That was an assist to Hollowell. And the Lions find themselves with a 2-point advantage. Crowd still into it here in Salem, Indiana. Musketeers working it around the perimeter. There's Robin feeding it inside the paint. Oh, great defense. A deflection. Hardy. She went straight up and was not called for a foul. That is good defense by Hardy. And it'll be, this shot out of bounds. And it's now Lions ball. Easton got a good pass in the interior of the zone. Just couldn't convert it. Good hustle there by Hardy. A nice ball movement there by Eastern.
They're making some risky interior passes on that passing zone. I'm pretty impressed with their passing and their offensive rebound.
Oh my, first period, 15 rebounds to 5. I wasn't in the huddle, but I imagine Coach Tomlinson has something to say about that.
And I think Eastern's Achilles heel has been their inability to hit a shot movement.
Yep, they've had several open looks.
I think 1 3-pointer on the night.
Yep, that was Trainer to start the period. And that's Hollowell taking a 3 for Salem. That one's off the left side of the rim and bounces out of bounds over by the Eastern cheerleaders, who are sporting pink pom-poms today. And a lot of the Pekin players have pink shoelaces.
Pirate pink.
Is it pirate pink? Are they pirates? No, they're the Musketeers.
Well,
yeah. Not a little inside, that is number 24, Avery Smith, gets a bucket to go for Eastern. Ties up to 19. Keith dribbles into traffic. Almost loses it, but regathers it. Now she gets it inside and outside to Hollowell. She finds an opening. No good on the layup. Oh.
Carried it on her leg, I think. Is there a difference between a Musketeer and a pirate? Do the Musketeers go down on the Pirates?
They probably think that Pirates are lower class. Musketeers does sound church. It sounds kind of fancy. Yeah. So the fancy Pirates have the ball here in the perimeter. And there's number 20. That is Smith going for a three-pointer. She's no good, but big surprise. Offensive rebound.
Katie Honor on the three.
Thank you.
After the offensive rebound by the Kelsey.
So now the Lions are down 3. Marissa Redmond has the ball on the perimeter. She gets over to bat. Looks like the Musketeers are matched up in a man-to-man defense. Oh, number 12 entered the contest for the Lady Lions. That is Adley Day, hero of the Orleans JE game the other night, Ben. She hit a 3 at the buzzer. Oh, wow. To tie it up in fourth overtime, and then it made a 3 to start overtime, and they ended up winning that game. So yeah, it was a great night for the Day family and Lions in general. Loose ball. So Lions and Musketeers diving on the floor for a loose ball. A fierce intra-county rivalry living up to the bill. Musketeers out of bounds. They had to trap Smith, but she gets out of it and has the ball now on top of the key. Inside. Oh! Finds Avery Smith inside, the 5'8 senior, and she is bumped hard by Hardy on her way up. Doesn't get the shot to go in, but Avery Smith will go to the line.
Tough pass to get through that zone. Top of the key, all the way down the corner. Weaving in and out of defender's hands.
Yeah.
Like to see Salem tighten that gap up there.
Get a hand on that. So Avery Smith does miss his first free throw. Second one's also off the rim and no good, and Salem is able to secure the rebound. Up ahead to Redmond, stolen by Burton. Salem now hustling back on defense. Smith up ahead to Robin. Catches a high pass. Now we've got
Katie Honor to the hole. Missed the shot, but Burton's there to keep it up with a pass.
another offensive rebound putback for Eastern. Salem's going to talk it over. Don't go anywhere. Hear about the McRib.
McRib fans, it's back. The iconic sandwich has returned to select McDonald's restaurants in the Louisville region for a limited time only. The McRib made its debut in the United States in 1981 as a limited time item in the Kansas City area and quickly became a fan favorite, thanks to the unmistakable flavor of the seasoned boneless pork patty slathered in barbecue sauce and topped with slivered onions and tart dill pickles, all on a home-style bun. The McRib has become a seasonal sensation, captivating fans with its limited availability, sparking social media buzz and igniting a flurry of anticipation each time it makes its triumphant return to McDonald's. Fans can also order a McRib via the McDonald's app, where you can order ahead and pass the line with mobile order and pay. Plus, you can join My McDonald's Rewards to earn points on every order to redeem for free McDonald's food. At McDonald's, we're loving it.
Welcome back. It is the Salem Lady Lions basketball game. They're playing against the Eastern Lady Musketeers. The score is 24-19. Eastern with an advantage with 2:40 left to play in the second period. Hadley Keith is going to be bringing the ball up for Salem. Eastern comes out of the timeout in a trapping defense. Hardy gets an open, well, I wouldn't say open, but she gets a look underneath, misses the shot, but it's hit out of bounds by Eastern, so Hadley Keith will take it out under the Salem basket. We've got an out of bounds play they'll draw up here. Hollowell gets the screen from Redmond. Keith is looking. She finds Bat on the perimeter. Inside now to Redmond. Keith back to Redmond. Spin move. Couple of pivots. Off balance shot. There's no good. And the rebound is collected by Robin. Addison Smith bringing the ball up the court now for Eastern. Salem back in the 2-3 zone.
Okay.
Stolen by Keith. She anticipated the pass. That time she lays it up.
She was sitting on that one.
Yep, she saw it coming. Hadley Keith, I tried to tell you, she was spicy on defense.
Jumped in that passing lane.
That's right. Robbins, they're daring her to shoot. She does shoot and misses.
Right.
Hardy collects the rebound, but just turns it over. Oh, but the loose ball. Sloppy pass there by the sophomore. No reason for that. Now it's Salem with the ball going the other way. Musketeers had a chance to convert there, but wasn't able to put the layup down. Hadley Keith finds a spot there on the left side, but that is no good. Air ball, out of bounds. Light break in the action as the ball is out of bounds. Dead ball. The referee is pointing. Maybe a wet spot, some blood on the floor. Kind of a situation that requires foul. So Sydney Burton is now utilizing the black towel to clean up the moisture on the court without being paid, I presume.
How about these student athletes?
I mean, it's just the responsible thing to do. That's right. She's going all over the court now. Liking things up.
She deserves some kind of citizenship award.
I like that. Uh-huh. Make sure she's nominated next day. Mm-hmm. All right, so the floor is dry. The ball is in play. There's only a minute 15 to go in the half. It is a 3-point game. Lions back in the 2-3 zone. They get it over to Robbins on the wing. She gets it in the short corner. They're looking for Burton inside. The ball stays on the perimeter. Number 22, Hunter, driving in. She gets it out on a left-handed shot. Driving left-handed sweeper by Addison Smith is no good. Lions able to get the rebound. Hadley Keith now bringing it up the court. She's being hassled by Robbins. Into Redmond, out to Heath, crossover dribble, over to back. 35 seconds. Robbins wants that cookie. I can see it in her eyes. Screen by Redmond. Bat drives in. Now it's out to Hollowell. Between the legs, into the corner. There's Bat for three. Oh, no good. Modlin tries to get the rebound. It slipped out of her hands. Addison Smith now going the other way. There's 13 seconds left in the half. The coach is calling out of play. 10 seconds. They're looking. They're going for this kick in the corner. Wide open. Nice play. That's Hunter. From three.
At least her second one of the night.
Yep.
They're looking for her.
She's 43% shooter on the year.
Oh, wow.
They called that play for her. She started on the right corner. They swung it all the way around, and while they were doing that, she was running across the baseline to the opposite corner, got herself an open look, and was able to bury it. So it's 27-21. The first half is concluded. They're drawing for the hoop scoop, Ben, and I should let you know that I don't know if he was a 6th or 7th grader last week. He shot the half-court shot, banked it into the basket, won himself $50. All right, $50. I thought it was kind of a light prize myself. All right, here's the first half stats. If you want to know the first half stats, you will have to stay tuned because we're going to hear a quick word, but we will be back with statistical analysis from Salem.
If you're living with back or neck pain, even the simplest tasks can feel overwhelming, but Expert Relief is closer than you think. Schneck now offers 2 specialized practices for spine care, Schneck Neurosurgery and Schneck Orthopedic Spine, giving you access to a full spectrum of advanced treatment options right here at home. We're proud to highlight Dr. Matthew Stanfield, a highly skilled neurosurgeon with over 25 years of experience and leader of Schneck Neurosurgery, renowned for his expertise in treating complex spinal conditions. Schneck Spine Care Program proudly welcomes Dr. Kenneth McKinley, a board-certified orthopedic spine surgeon with over a decade of experience, who now leads Schneck Orthopedic Spine. Together, these two practices bring you comprehensive spine care, from advanced imaging and non-surgical therapies to expert surgical solutions, all tailored to your unique needs. And because it's Schneck, you'll receive compassionate, high-quality care without having to travel far. Visit schneckmed.org to learn more. Schneck Orthopedic Spine and Schneck Neurosurgery, expert spine care, close to home.
Thank you, Schneck. The Duck-a-Duck contest is complete. There were ducks flying around everywhere, over our heads, coming from every angle. There are a couple of ducks, at least, inside the little black circle. We'll wait to see who the lucky winner is. In the meantime, let's take a look at these stats here, Mr. Reed. I'm looking at 26 total rebounds for the Lady Musketeers in the first half. That's a lot of boards when you compare that to 12 total rebounds for the Lady Lions. What else stood out to you in the first half?
I would say of those 22 boards for the Lady Musketeers, probably at least half of them were offensive rebounds.
17 out of 26, and I'm not a math major, but I think you're right.
Well over half.
That is well over half.
So all that tells me is that Salem has the right game plan. They're making them shoot those threes. They haven't hit a ton from Katie Honor, who kind of stepped up with a couple there in the first half for the Lady Musketeers. But their game plan is correct. Pack the paint, make them shoot outside. The only part that's failing is the rebounding part.
Got to find somebody and put a body on them when the shot goes up.
Yeah, that's the final chink in the armor.
It appears that Katie Honor is leading all scorers with 9 points in the first half. Sydney Burton has 5. Avery Smith has 4, as does Addison Smith for the Musketeers. Hadley Keith is 4 for 4 from the free throw line and 1 of 3 from the field for 6 points for Salem. Amity Bat has 5, Marissa Redmond 4, Moglin, Hollowell, and Sydney Wilson all with 3. Stay tuned.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig. It is our weekly conversation with the commissioner. Welcome into the Commissioner's Corner. I'm Brendan King alongside IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Paul, we're a week away crowning state champions at Lucas Oil Stadium. The IHSAA football state finals coming right up. It is a great time of year, my man. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. It is a phenomenal time of year, and it's a great year to be playing football in the state of Indiana. One, if you're a Colts fan, and we're going to invade their territory here in a couple of weeks and celebrate a state championship 6 times in a 2-day span. So we're excited about it.
I think that's something worth talking about every single year. And I'll never forget the first time I ever had a chance to broadcast a state championship. It was 2021, and I'll never forget it because Drake Bowen and Andrean won the game that I broadcasted. Of course, now Drake Bowen starring at Notre Dame. But the guy that was playing on that field on Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts was a guy named Tom Brady. And those are the moments and the storylines that you're not going to get anywhere else, because you think about it, Paul, you're going to have 6 tremendous state championship games, and then the Colts are going to play on that turf on Sunday. That is so unique, and that happens nowhere else.
Oh, it is. It doesn't happen many other spots. I mean, there are a few state associations that champion their state championships in their professional facilities, but the relationship that we enjoy within us Colts, it's just different here in Indiana, from how they support the coaches associations and, coach of the week, and then they celebrate the teams. The teams that win the state championships come back to Lucas Oil to celebrate. I mean, it's just different here. And again, we talk about growing basketball, but we do a pretty good job of growing football here also.
So we were just talking off the air. You had a meeting with some 1A and 2A school athletic directors talking about, getting schools on the map and building programs. And, I think it's interesting, Paul, that you had that meeting, considering the fact, look at 2A right now. 3 of the final 4 teams in 2A are all undefeated. And then the 4th team is Andrean. You talk about that state championship history there. So 1A and 2A football and sports in general, Paul, continues to grow.
It does. And, one of the things that we know here at the association is it's so important for us to listen, and we have schools of all sizes. We have schools in Indiana that are less than 100. We have 2 that are right at 5,000 students. But we have to listen to our schools. And the majority of our schools in the state are 1,000 students or less. And so we had a great meeting here today with about 30 athletic directors to come in and let's just talk education-based athletics and do our rules work for smaller schools the same way we work for our largest schools in the state. And so great conversation today here in the office.
That's Paul Neidig, the commissioner of the IHSAA. I'm Brendan King. This is the Commissioner's Corner. Paul, of course, this time of year, it's almost transition time as well. You're going from football right into basketball. Girls basketball has been underway for a matter of weeks. Boys basketball right on their tails. And, of course, one thing I'm sure that gets brought up consistently, gets a proposal from the Coaches Association is the shot clock and, the opinions on that every single year. Can you talk through that as you get set for another basketball season?
Well, it's certainly something that's really discussed a lot with our friends to the south in Kentucky and Illinois recently adopted. It continues the conversation here in Indiana, and our Coaches Association is looking at it and surveyed their coaches. And, I can see the aspect of having a shot clock, but, I attend a lot of games, and I just don't see games where the possessions run a minute or longer. I also think that we have the best coaches in the world coaching Indiana high school basketball. And if the name of the game is possession control and being able to put your team in the best position to be able to win a game, I struggle taking that tool away from our coaches. But time will tell. We'll see what happens here, and we'll take all the information we can get. And at some point, we'll continue to look at whether it's going to happen here in Indiana or not.
You're the best. Really fun week coming up. Looking forward to seeing you next weekend, Paul. We'll crown the state champions at Lucas Oil Stadium. We'll see you then.
See you then.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
I'm WSLM's Lauren Mitchell, and it's nice to hear about traditions in the Kentuckiana area. I wanted to tell you about one local business that continues to be thankful for its local customers and community. The tradition was started by Bill and Yvonne Green and is now carried on by Roger and Joanne Alexander and their family at Mama Rosa's in Salem. Mama Rosa's will be delivering free meals to those in the community who are in need. If you want to volunteer or donate to help this cause, or if you know someone in the community who would enjoy a hot meal, please call 812-883-6296.
Okay, we got another half of basketball to play, Ben. Got ourselves a tight contest, 27-21. Katie Connor extended the lead to 6 just before the half expired. If you're just joining us, been back and forth all evening here at Brooks Memorial. Great crowd. Excited students.
Good point, that's good to say. I feel like the game's right there for their taking.
It is.
Step up that intensity, get those rebounds, get that rebound disparity under control. And this might be a different game.
So the game has commenced to proceed.
Now Eastern's packing their zone in real tight. Kind of started out picking up at the half-court line.
Inside the bat. Takes a tough shot. In traffic. Off balance. Off the rim. Rebound Eastern. It's going to be Addison Smith bringing the ball up. Lions in the P3 zone. Honor in the corner. Oh, some nice ball movement there for Pekin. They get it inside to Burton, and she's able to convert.
Good high-low there.
Trying to put the press on Salem, but Hadley Keith is a one-woman press breaker. She gets it all the way down to the corner. Now it's back out to bat on the perimeter. Hollowell drives right side, brings it back out. Redmond now looking. Lions will reset. Just getting underway here in the second half. Salem Lady Lions versus Eastern Lady Musketeers. It's a basketball game. Thanks for tuning in. Marissa Redmond has the ball at the top of the key. Now it's back over to Redmond. Lions looking around the perimeter, trying to find an opening. Keith has it now. People are clapping. Robbins starting bat on the left wing. Katie Hunter out on the point of this zone. You put those long arms, you gotta make things difficult. Yeah. She's taking up space, setting off the passing lane. Salem's just trying to find something that they can get going. Searching for Redmond, they find her. There you go. And Burton bumps Redmond on the entry pass. That's going to be her third foul of the game. That's being Sydney Burton. So they'll bring in Starrett. Ben calls her Starrett. I call her Starrett. Yeah. Either way, we can call her Eliza. I think we can agree on that, right? Eliza. She enters the game for Burton. Hollowell with an open look. She had Redmond under the basket. He said it's a missed shot, out of bounds. It'll be Eastern basketball going the other way. The Lions hustling back and setting up in their zone. 29-21. Eastern. Addison Smith handling the ball on the perimeter. She gets it over to Robbins. Back to Smith. Now it's inside. Over to Starrett. She finds an angle there, but misses the layup. Smith gets the rebound, that being Avery Smith. She is able to convert. Now it's a 10-point lead for Eastern. Hollowell has it in the corner. She drives. Bump. Starrett whistles for, I think that's her third foul as well. Kinsley Hollowell will take trip to the free throw line. She has not missed a free throw this year. Only taking two, but why did you say that? Oh, yes, the commentator third. Sorry, Kinsley. The first one, Coach Tomlinson switch his eyes back at him when he heard you say that. So that one's off the back of the rim. Spins that one. That's also no good. But Starrett gets what? Out of bounds. I think they called it foul. Looked like it was definitely out of bounds off Starrett as she tried to track down the rebound. The referee just pointed the wrong way, I think. Confused me, that's for sure. Yeah. Yes, everyone was confused. But Redmond has the ball now. Hollowell over to Keith, and another foul on the entry pass. They continue to feed Redmond in the post. He's fouled again. This time it is Avery Smith. Whistle for coming over the back of Redmond. So we got a box set now. I'm looking for a screen-to-screener action. Called it. And a fine Maudlin on the block. Keith has it now. Driving baseline and gets a little too tight to the baseline. That's out of bounds. Yep. Pretty good job cutting her off. Mm-hmm. So Eastern will bring the ball up the court. That'll be Addison Smith. Hard to dribble through these zones. Right. Hollowell and Keith out on the top of the zone for the Lions. Hunter now has it in the corner, brings it back out. Robin is looking for an opening. She finds a teammate. Open look from three. That's number 20, Addison Smith. It's no good. And the Lions don't get the rebound, but it is off of Eastern as they fight for the rebound. So it'll be Lady Lions ball, and they got the full court press going on, does the Eastern Musketeers. Keith gets it up, ahead to back. She gets it up to Hollowell. Great passing. Looking up ahead, the wrong opposite. That's exactly what you want to do against the zone, but Hollowell mishandles the pass. I think she was so excited that she
was ready to feed it to that lion down under the basket. I think that got a little ahead of herself.
Yep.
Okay, though.
Lions maintain possession. He's driving, kicking. Hollowell driving, pulling it out. Flips it around. Now it's Maudlin taking it hard to the paint. Out to Redmond for three. Nice stroke, Marissa Redmond.
Good penetration, flat defense, kick it out. Wide open.
That's quality basketball, folks. So now it's Barrett in the corner. She's being trapped by two Lady Lions. Able to kick it out. Now it's going around. So the ball gets swung around the perimeter. They end up feeding Barrett inside. She goes up for two and is fouled on her attempt.
She's been right in the action ever since she got back in there.
That's right. Mixing it up. Not afraid of the ball. I guess that was whistled against Amity Bat. That's her first foul of the contest. First team foul on Salem this period. Free throw's good. We've got one more coming. It's up. That looks like it's going to be short. Barely hits the rim. Marissa Redmond with the rebound. It's up ahead to Keith. All the Musketeers are back. Bat finds Maudlin. Short corner jumper's good. Alexis Maudlin with her second basket of the game. That's a assist there from Bat. So now it is a 6-point game. 3.5 minutes to play. Open look from three. That's number 00 Trainer. It's off the back of the rim, and Lions able to get the rebound. Hadley Keith has it. Top of the key over to Redmond. She's open. Doesn't look at the rim. It's over to Hollowell instead, who drives and spins. Nice spin move. Survives the left-handed jab.
Yeah. Hunter held her ground. Got a piece of it.
The long arms of Hunter making things difficult for the Lady Lions.
She's a menace on the defensive end.
And a menace at the three-point line, too. Trainer has it now for the Musketeers. Lions back in the zone. Over to Hunter. She's looking. Skip pass now deflected by Hollowell.
Look at that defense.
Strong effort there. Hollowell gets in the passing lane. Out of bounds, though. So Sydney Wilson's going to check in. Re-entering the contest, and Alexis Maudlin will take a break. 2:52 left in the third period. We got more towels coming on to the court.
The sweat is at an all-time high in this contest.
It is a barn burner. Must be part of it. A lot of pressure here on these girls. They're sweating all over the court. Avery Robbins comes into the game. Hunter sits down. So for the Lions, we've got Keith, Redmond, Wilson, Bat, and Hollowell in the 2-3 zone. Their hands are out. Their feet are active. The crowd is engaged. Robbins finds Garrett in the high post. Inside out pass. That is a good three for Madison Smith. Nice inside out action there. They break the press again. Does Salem get it ahead, but
That's just handled there by Redmond. Had the right idea.
maybe a little high and hard pass.
I think they call that lost in transition.
Lost in transition. 9-point deficit for the Lions. Trying to make a comeback here in the second half. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Plenty of time. There's Trainer on the right wing. Oh, she puts up a floater.
I like it.
Barrett and Wilson get tied up on the rebound.
Barrett keeps the possession alive once again, right in the middle of all the action. She's not shying away from anything.
No way. So another open look there off the out-of-bounds play. That one's way short. So the Addison Smith got the open look off of the out-of-bounds play, but no good, and the rebound got knocked out of bounds. It'll be Lions ball. Full court press on Keith handling the ball. Tapped away by Smith and out of bounds, so we'll have to try that again. They got 3 Musketeers way up in the backcourt pressing. Lions able to find people up ahead. Oh, they got that one tapped and stolen. Robbins now takes the 3, misses. Robbins is bumped after the shot. No whistle. She remains on the floor. Ball's out of bounds. Play has stopped. And everybody's up, standing around. All good. No injuries. So the Musketeers will take it out on the baseline. Out to Robbins. Robbins another look. That one's also short. That's trying to get the rebound, but can't hold on. Ooh, a lot of Musketeers swarming. Look out. Robbins with a hustle play, steals the pass. And that, a lot of action. It's hard to keep up with, totally. But it's out of bounds off of the Musketeers. Robbins with some great hustle plays for Eastern. Ends up losing it out of bounds, and it'll be Salem ball. The press is on here, still from Eastern. The balls continue to be tipped. They get it ahead. They try to get it ahead to Hollowell. Another steal. Time it's Avery Smith with the steal. Up ahead to Trainer, to Addison Smith. She's good for 3. Assist to Trainer. So the pressure, listen to the young Lions. Coach Tomlinson's going to talk it over with his young squad, and we'll be back right after this.
Marshall Monuments will be moving soon to 205 North Main Street. But in the meantime, they are offering up to 75% off the monuments at their current location at 106 South Water Street in Salem. This is a once-in-a-lifetime sale and features a few monuments that are still marked down to 75% off, monuments that are 50% and 25% off. Everything else is 10% off store-wide. In their 78 years of community service, Marshall Monuments has provided excellence and experience and continues to take pride in workmanship and guarantees satisfaction in the final product, and look forward to seeing you in their new showroom later this year in their new location. Corey Churchman and the staff at Marshall Monuments do everything by hand and stand by the quality of their work. When you're dealing with Marshall Monuments in Salem, you're working with expert craftsmanship and specially trained stone artisans. Call or text today at 812-412-2014 for a free estimate and to set up an appointment to see their quality work. Or stop by the shop at 106 South Water Street in Salem, Indiana. Top quality stonework at hometown prices. Come see the best monuments in southern Indiana since 1945.
Back in the action here. The Musketeers putting the pressure on the Lady Lions. They get another steal and layup that time. Lions have it now on their side of the court at least. They get it into Wilson. She makes a quick move, puts the shot up. Nice play there, unable to convert. Rebound, Avery Smith. And Eastern will walk it up with a comfortable 14-point lead now that suddenly has ballooned rather quickly here. They get it inside to Starrett. She's fouled on the way up by Alexis Modlin. 25 seconds left in the period, and Starrett will head to the line for 2.
Looks like Easton's starting to figure out a good high-low on that 2-3 defense.
Yep.
Lions are playing. Getting some good looks now.
Starrett unable to convert the free throw. So get one more try. Honor
back in, and
Bronner. Honor and Bronner. Wait a minute. Yep, that's right. Honor and Bronner in. So Garrett misses the rim on both free throw attempts. So the Lions ball now, down 14 with 25 seconds left in the third period. Hadley Keith looks inside, finds Redmond. Inside out to Hollowell. Into Burton, back to Hollowell. Floater's good. 2 points for Hollowell. Assist to Redmond. 8 seconds.
big shot they needed there.
Robbins. Oh, nice defense by Modlin to get the steal. 1 second remaining. Shot up. Two points. A steal and an assist for Alexis Modlin to bring the Lions within 10 at the end of the third period.
What a sequence.
I don't want to leave after that, but we probably ought to take a quick break. Great play from Modlin and a nice pass. I didn't think he had enough time to dribble it all the way up there and pass it and get the shot off, but it all worked out. Oh, here we go for $50, a man and a half. The shot's up. Oh! Close. He got the state trooper. Is that Kyle Wilson? Yeah. Strong effort there. That's Kyle? That's Kyle. He's incognito with the t-shirt on.
Okay. Just a normal hat on.
Right. Okay, so 8 minutes to play. Here we got some statistics here. Addison Smith leading all scorers with 10 points. Katie Hunter still has 9. Sydney Burton has 7. For the Musketeers. For the Lions, we got Redmond with 7, Hadley Keith 6, Kinsley Hollowell 6, and Amity Bat 5. It's 40-30.
Seemed like the Musketeers turned up the pressure, the intensity quite a bit there in that third quarter.
The intensity was high. 15 turnovers for the Lions. 12 steals.
It stretched this high zone out again and forced a turnover on the entry pass.
So the Lions unable to get anything on their first possession of the fourth period. Now it's the Musketeers on offense, working the ball around the perimeter, looking inside. There's Robbins in the corner, another 3, short, offensive rebound, put back good. That's number 24, Avery Smith.
And Easton starting to reverse the ball quite a bit. Get that defense out of position.
There they got deep inside, outside to Hollowell. She misses, but Redmond now with an offensive rebound, unable to convert. A shot she probably wishes she could have back. But the Lions now hustling back. Robbins this time shot fakes and drives. Keith whistled for contact on the drive. So it'll be a personal foul.
Just second on Amity Bat.
Second personal on Amity Bat. And it's a non-shooting foul, so Eastern will take it out. Down by the cheerleaders under their basket. Sydney Burton fighting for position. Wide open is Trainer. She misses the 3, though. Redden collects the rebound. She's going to bring it up. She does it all. Over to Modlin on the wing. Hollowell has it now. Picks up a dribble. Finds Bat. Bat back to Hollowell. Shot fake drive. No good from the short corner. Modlin tries to poke at the rebound, but Addison Smith ends up with it for Eastern, heading the other way. Lions back in a 2-3 zone. Robbins, another 3 from the corner. That one's no good. Sydney Burton gets the offensive rebound. And another rebound and putback. This time it's Avery Smith getting the bucket. And Avery Robbins comes screaming in from behind Amity Bat, steals the ball from her. So now, a reverse layup attempt there by Pekin. Up ahead to Redmond. Hollowell looking for the fast break opportunity. Redmond wasn't looking for it. Go ahead.
Salem didn't get back. They just didn't get back on defense. So that's all that is.
Another steal by Robbins. Let's see here. Bailey Robbins. She had 3 steals coming into this period. I think that is her second steal of the fourth period. She got 5 steals on the game. Coach Thomason wants to talk it over. 30-second timeout.
There's too many fundamental breakdowns by the Lions here. I would classify that as a fundamental breakdown. Just not getting back on defense. Wasn't skill, wasn't fast break, but that shot.
Maybe running out of gas. It has been a high-intensity game here.
The Eastern seems to be stepping on the gas. They seem to be leveling up here as the game goes along.
Yeah. Really applying some serious pressure. There's Keith splitting every defender. Great play by Keith. Put 4 defenders in the backcourt. Then they have an advantage on the other end. He finds, who was that made that basket? Bat, I believe, got the layup. That's an assist from Keith. Oh, that is 22. Hunter driving hard. And Motlin whacks her on the arm, so she'll go to the line for 2. Coach Tomlinson getting fired up over here, trying to convince his Lady Lions to get in position. Get in front of that girl. Hunter puts the first one up, rattles it home. 47-32. Eastern gets the shooter's roll here on these away baskets. That's right. Oh, look at that. She said the referee says that Hunter stepped on the free throw line as she was making her approach and doesn't let her try the shot. Wow. Violation. Okay. Well, so it'll be a line ball. The rule. That's right. Hey, what's the point of having them, right, if we don't enforce them? Oh, and then Modlin shuffles her feet looking for somebody to pass it to with the full court pressure. That'll be a turnover. And Sydney Wilson enters the contest. Amity Bat taking a break. So, query, the free throw violation go down as a missed attempt? That's a great question. Something to potentially Google on your way home tonight, if you're in the passenger seat. Not Bailey Robbins has the ball. It's being swung around the perimeter. Lions on defense. Modlin swatting at the ball, deflecting the ball. Eastern maintains possession. They get it over to Robbins in the corner. Tossing it over. She's being guarded heavily.
Some tenacious D. I refer not to the band.
That's Jack Black, right? A little known fact, Tenacious D and Jack Black are the same person. And Kyle. Yeah. 4:35 remaining in the contest. Addison Smith comfortable just dribbling the ball out on the top of the key. The Lions not applying a lot of pressure. 15-point deficit here. Now Modlin is guarding the other Smith. Avery Smith out on the perimeter. They find Sydney Burton down low. She's able to lay it in. Left-handed layup, 2 points for Burton. Hadley Keith now ahead to Modlin. She finds Redmond. Got an advantage here on the fast break. Hollowell gets a 2-point shot off, but it's off the backboard and into the hands of Avery Smith. Eastern Beacon now on the attack. Sydney Burton, shot fake, drives left side. Fadeaway jumper's no good. Sydney Burton grabs the rebound, but slips out of bounds. It'll be Eastern ball under their basket. In a box set. The ball's been given. Hunter skips. Robbins tries another three. That time it's good. It's only a matter of time because Forsey buries one of those. That one was in the bottom of the net. Avery Robbins with her first three of the game. Redmond looking for Hollowell inside, but that one was stolen by Sydney Burton. Hunter strong. Got those long arms. She can make that skip pass. That's what you need against this defense. The skip pass against the zone, always deadly. Salem looks like they're switched it up to a man. Yep, with this deficit, 3 minutes to go in the half, or in the game, Lions try to throw up the pressure. Brought Coach Tomlinson out of his sane zone defense. Yeah. So now they're matched up. Hollowell out on Smith, and Hadley Keith on Addison Smith. She drives into the paint, finds Hunter
on the perimeter. Addison Smith now on the top of the key. She's guarded by Keith. Doing a good job playing keep away here. Robbins drives hard. Coach Tomlinson urging his team not to foul. Marissa Redmond looking for a foul nonetheless as Robbins drove to the basket. She draws the foul. Now it's a 20-point lead. When did that happen? I don't know. Robbins is good on her first attempt from the free throw line. 53-32 now. 2:43 to play. Bailey Robbins at the line shooting 2. Well, she already shot 1, I should say, but the second one is pure as well. 2 for 2. Hadley Keith now breaks the zone. Breaks the press, I should say. Gets it ahead to Redmond. Saw all that open court. So much open court. And she had somebody to pass it to. Forgot to dribble. There's too many. She was overloaded with options. Yeah. But they're learning. A lot of freshmen out there for the Lions. Keith and Modlin now hassling the backcourt and forces a turnover. Addison Smith steps out of bounds under the pressure of Keith and Modlin. Double teaming her over in front of the Eastern bench. Modlin will take it out of bounds now on the side. This is basketball. They are correct. Astute observation from the Pekin student section. Modlin has in the corner now. Finds Keith from the corner. Good. 3 points for Hadley Keith. Good shot. Let's drive and kick there from Modlin for an open look by Keith. Now they got the full court pressure on. Eastern throws it way ahead to Burton. Burton makes a nice pass, and that's a 2 points. Hollowell step back 3. That one's no good. Good idea. Bailey Robbins gets the rebound. She's driving. Looks like going all the way to the rim. She's fouled on the way going up. Misses the shot, but still headed to the line. Hadley Keith looking for her second foul of the contest. 56-35. Eastern ahead by 22 now. 57-35. 1:44 play. Barrett re-entering the contest. Avery Smith taking a seat. That free throw, both free throws are good for Robbins. Full court press is still on. Emily Batt now has it in the front court for the Lions. Kicks it out to Redmond. Modlin finds Hollowell in the corner. She dribbles it out and finds Redmond inside. She's being harassed by 3 Musketeers, and they wrestle it away from Redmond. Sydney Burton brings it up and hands it off to Addison Smith. She is currently standing at the top of the key with no one guarding her. Not dribbling. There goes a little bit of pressure. That was 3 Musketeers, right? Not that was 3 Musketeers? Yeah, 3 Musketeers. Right. Okay. But 3 Musketeers bothering. Same effect. Burton gets the steal. So now we've got looks like they called a double dribble on Bailey Robbins. So the Lady Lions will take it out on the side. Modlin into Keith. Musketeers backing off the pressure.
Katie Hunter's checked out for the game.
She's done her job, I'd say, successfully this evening. A bat from the corner. Open look from Bat is good. Makes it a 20-point game. So Bat with an open look. It's going to be a full timeout. Let's take a quick break and hear a word from Simple and Simple.
When it comes to getting the job done right, from driveways to bridge work and paving to construction and excavating,
one name you can count on. Temple and Temple Excavating. Serving homeowners and also handling big jobs for city, county, and state highway projects. They've built a reputation on quality work since 1948. Driveways, construction, demolition. If you need it moved, cleared, built, or torn down, call Temple and Temple Excavating at 812-883-6644. Temple and Temple, digging deep and building strong communities, one project at a time. Call Temple and Temple today and get the job done right.
Thank you, Temple and Temple, for those words and for getting the job done.
Thanks for that driveway. Very nice drive.
Quality work done in rural Pekin by the Temple Company. 35 seconds remaining in the contest. Emily Bat whistled for a foul.
All right. That's foul. They call it a nickel dimer. They're not loosening that whistle.
No.
Yet, no. 20 points with 30 seconds left.
Here comes the reserve. Okay, let's see if we can name everybody. Ben, I'm going to leave that to you.
All right. Got some ponytails covering some numbers here.
A lot of ponytails. Trainer misses her first free throw.
Number 12, Adelaide Day. Number 3, Paisley Chastain. Number 14, Rachel Little. Number 25, Bailey Smith. And number 2, Jenna Little.
Second free throw is good for Trainer. So we got,
See if we can get the understudies on the board here.
Rachel Little over to Adley Day.
Oh,
She fires. Rachel Little from downtown. Off the bench.
That put me in, coach.
Yeah.
I got to
Tighten this game up a little bit. So now it's an 18-point advantage. 6 seconds left in the game. I think that'll be all she wrote. Here from Brooks Memorial. Final score, 59-41. Eastern Pekin victorious. They improved to 2-0 on the year. We'll get some final stats here from the wave clip. But it's distance. It was tight through about a quarter and a half. 6-point game at halftime. And the Eastern Musketeers turned up the heat a little bit there in the third quarter with the full court pressure, getting in the passing lanes. The story of the first half was offensive rebounding.
Tons of missed threes out of that Salem zone produced, but just could not convert.
Couldn't finish those possessions with any rebounds whatsoever.
And it just gave them too many opportunities, too many second chances.
And then in the second half, they did shore up the rebounding, but the pressure, full court pressure, a lot of trapping, a lot of deflections, and the young Lions unable to take care of the basketball there. 22 turnovers for the Lions compared to 11 for the Musketeers. 41 rebounds for the Musketeers as a team compared to 22 for Salem. Tough to overcome. It is a well-balanced scoring attack as well by the Musketeers. Sydney Burton ended up leading all scorers with 13. Addison Smith, Katie Honor, and Avery Smith each had 10, and Bailey Robbins had 9. Struggled from the three-point line, but perfect from the free throw stripe was Robbins. Emma Bonner with 2 points, and Eliza Starrett with 1 point. Bailey Trainer ended up with 4 to round out the scoring for the Musketeers. Lions had 1 starter in double figures. That was
maybe get Amity back to run some plays for.
There you go.
Showcase that 3-point shot. Seemed to have to create quite a bit for herself tonight.
Next up for the Lady Lions, it'll be another home game against, it'll be just tomorrow night. You'll have Kelsey Dawson in the house bringing the Lions versus Lady Cubs contest to you live on WSLM Radio. Thank you, Mr. Reed, for helping me through this journey.
Always a pleasure, Mr. Dawson. Thanks for having me.
All right, stay safe out there.
Tune in next week for more Hoops action with Brock and Kelsey Dawson on the Salem Lions Basketball Network on WSLM. Tonight's broadcast can be found archived on WSLM's YouTube page if you want to go back and enjoy the highlights. Property of Salem Media and the WSLM Sports Zone.